Now that I could get up the mast relatively easily and quickly, I decided to have a good look at the damaged paint at the top of the mast, scrape off the loose stuff, look for signs of rot, etc., and prepare to do something about it. During this session, I tried to reach around to the opposite side of the mast as best I could, but I realized that it wasn't going to be the right way to do it because I couldn't really see what I was doing. I was doing it by feel. I had a plan at the time to position myself better once I was up there, but it was pretty much impossible to just sort of swing over. Even if I moved my positioner up over the hounds, I could probably get to this other side of the mast, but I don't know if I'd be able to get back to the port side to get my feet back on the ratlins. But I did what I could on this particular day. Well, without power, I don't know if I can make it much better. I don't know if I want to deal with bringing a power sander up here. This is just mitigation. I think I'm going to wipe this down, let it dry, and get some penetrating epoxy on just on the bare wood. To do this right, the mast has to come down. Really, I mean, I don't know. Or I might have better luck with a real posage share. The good news is I can use my new ratlins to get all the way up pretty much before I have my hand on the very top of the mast. It's kind of cool. Still very twisty. Right, vinegar in the eyes, not good. Oh, mama. I wasn't sure when I would be able to actually start repainting and revarnishing, so I decided to just get some penetrating epoxy on all the exposed wood areas. It went reasonably well, but from my position on the shrouds on the port side, I couldn't really do a proper job, and the boat was moving and it was starting to get windy, and I hadn't put a drop cloth on the deck, and let's just say that there is some epoxy dripped here and there. Not the end of the world, but clearly I was going to need to come up with something better to finish this job. But I'm glad I got the loose paint off, got to look at everything, and got something on there to protect the wood. Second time today, battery at about 90%, shot for, I don't know, we'll see how long that clip was, and then it stopped, and then I had to repair my file. Okay, it's Sunday morning. And I had some bigger plans today for the boat, but I had to change that as of yesterday. I started a little handyman job up in Ocean Grove, and it's spilled over in today, but I don't have to be there till noon, and it's about 8 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the engine and back out of the slip, make my way over to the fuel dock over there and top off the tanks, and pretty much just bring her straight back. But this time I want to try to turn her around and get her into the slip stern first. The winds are light, maybe 5-6 miles an hour. Shouldn't get much stronger in the next hour or so. Let's give this a whirl. Let's see. We got 6 feet under the bottom. Measure out gently. I went on side of the pillar. Now, you don't have a dock line, so that's a bit of a problem. You need to bring one of these with you. Just get her back in there. Might want to bring that longer one. Yeah, let's bring the longer one. All right. Let's move straight out here. Didn't want to go that way. You know what? Let's go this way. shallow. Now it's turning far away. Wind's gonna stop. Yep. Won't go so far. It's only like 95 knots of wind. Good to know. Piling over there, good. Okay, that's better. Right, now the wind's on the other side, a little bit. Definitely don't want to go straight ahead, or we will on the ground. Field without bumping into the capo. I don't know which side of the mooring buoys I should be on. I'm worried about the sandbar. The light. Definitely getting a little wind. I wish I had time for the race out, but I don't. I got about enough time. I got to give myself like an hour to get the boat back in the slip. It's going to be weird. This guy. I don't know how much room I got here. I think I'm going to go. Try to go nose in. 8 foot here. Maybe we'll go straight into the wind. It'll blow itself. The wind will blow right off the box. Just enough power to make way against the breeze.
Diesel.
Diesel? You're gonna have to move down a little further. Diesel
Oh, yeah?
pumps all the way down there.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong pump. No worries. Maybe we can
Just kind of walk it there.
Yeah, walk more. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, hold on, we need this. We need this line on the bow. It's going to swing away. Tell you what, grab another line. Can you do me a favor and just shout out when we get to 10 gallons?
10 gallons?
Yeah, I'm gonna put 10. I'm gonna put 10 on each side.
Okay.
I can't really see you from here.
That's 10.
Where are we at?
9.6. That's 10.
Back up either.
Do you want me to push off or no?
Oh, let's see how it goes. I need a little push. If you see the bowsprit getting in there, yeah, that's pretty good. Kayak traffic. Probably don't want to run them over. 73 and going down. Battery's almost dead, of course. Let's see. We're in 9 feet of water. It's not even 9 yet. I got another hour or so. I'm not gonna go straight back. Let's have some fun. Traveling through the channel anyway. Here for some onions. Blistering 3.4. We got some barnacle from the.
The camera did not hang in there, but I did make it back to the dock with the bow out. Let's just say it was spectacular. It's too bad that it wasn't captured on video. Snowy egret. Pretty cool. Never seen one feeding on the beach here.
Y muere también con sus promesas crueles.
This is a little disturbing. I put this drip pan under the engine to make sure I catch it. It doesn't have any leaks, but just to make sure that if any leaks develop, or even, you know, during a checking or changing the oil and such, that it will catch any oil or coolant leaks. I feel a little bit of oil back here, but the water, I don't see any oil floating on top of. This may just be topside water that's gotten through the deck over a long period of time and just dripped on the engine. I don't know. The water that was in the drip pan, it didn't have coolant in it. The coolant in here, oh, actually, no, the coolant is the green stuff. It didn't smell like coolant though. And there doesn't seem to be an active leak. I'm going to look from the top in a minute. But, and I got to vac a little more in there. Clean that out. Yeah, there's some in the next bay aft, but it's easier to see here. We got some slime growing here. This is not good. It's not terrible. It's salty, but still, this river water is pretty funky. Oh, minor corrosion on that oil sump tube. Gotta look into replacing that. I can't really get the camera in there to show you. There's the the oil pickup for when you're excuse me, pumping oil out of the pan. It's the fitting on it is a little corroded. Well, let's vac a little more water out of here. I suppose, even though I really don't want any rainwater getting below here, especially onto the engine, it's good to know that, well, there's a little oil in there. Interesting. And it's good to know that it will keep it out of the bilge anyway. Let's have a quick look here. Actually check the coolant level lately. That's great. The oil pump. The oil pump valve is closed. Just a little. It's kind of greasy in general. I think some of this may just be residue from the last time I changed the oil. I got a little bit on the tube, and it's very slowly made its way down. So that, combined with the water, which probably came from directly above the engine, because that part of the new deck is still, it seems to be getting better, but obviously I gotta keep a closer eye on it. But I don't think we have an actual leak here. I really don't. Got to keep that in mind though, that this hose is not getting any younger. The engine has just over 100 hours on it, but it is 14 years old. We got a little belt dust here from our last outing. Oh yeah, it definitely could be tighter. I should probably do that before I forget. And definitely deflecting a wee bit too much, hence the dust. Clean this off first. Should probably give that alternator a shot with the electric parts cleaner. First, I'm going to adjust it. We've got a little salt making its way. A little salt making its way past this gasket. I'm going to see about tightening that. We're looking for a 1/2 to 3/4 inch deflection. That's a bit more. It's a new belt, and it was sitting a long time after I installed that belt, except for a couple of quick sessions. Let's see. Oh, I gotta grab something to deflect it with. There we go. That's more like it. And just in case, this crust, it may not be leaking from inside. It may be, nah, it can't be that. It's got to be from inside, right? I should have replaced these gaskets when I cleaned out the heat exchanger. I might have one, but I'm going to tighten this, clean it off, and keep an eye on it. If it persists, if I see this again, it's pretty damn tight. I did take these off, but I didn't replace the gaskets. Yeah, if the bottom one were loose, it wouldn't be up there, would it? So, yeah, I'm gonna keep. If I see it again, I will do what I gotta do. Oh Lord, this GoPro is getting weirder and weirder. Yeah, I've been here almost a week. Haven't got an awful lot done. I had a lot of work. I worked. Had a handyman project that took all weekend. Really only had time to sleep on the boat. And Monday morning, I went in for what I thought was going to be a 4-hour rigging gig up in Newark. It turned into 16 hours. Yeah. And I barely had time to recover from that Tuesday until I had to go back in for the loadout for that same show. Monday was what they call it pre-rig day. There's no show. They spend all day. It was their first stop on their tour, so there was a lot that hadn't been figured out yet. Anyway, I had a little time Monday morning to deal with some, even though I didn't feel like getting out of the bunk, to go pick up a couple of marketplace finds that were much needed and close by and at a great price. This, can't really unfold it properly, but some of you might know what this is. This is a real bosun's chair. This is the West Marine Fancy Dancy Deluxe one. I was thinking about making one out of a pair of old shorts and plywood, thanks to that tip from my buddy Hank. But I saw this for $75. It lists for about $300. It was a no-brainer. I still have to get a proper braided climbing rope and a pair of ascenders so I can use them with this to hoist myself up. I don't want to do the block and tackle thing anymore from the peak halyard. It's almost impossible for me to belay myself doing it that way, and which means I'd have to have someone on deck to help me. And also, it's just not ideal. It's not good. Between this and the Ratlins, I should be able to finish up my little project around the top of the mast, getting some paint back on there, and then eventually getting some more C-tall, touching up the C-tall all the way down the mast. What else did I get? Oh, I got a new smoke/carbon monoxide detector, because the one I installed in September, just before launch, it died and started beeping incessantly in, I don't know, what was it, February or March, while I wasn't here. Somebody from the boat shop came to investigate, took it out, and they had to destroy it because they couldn't get it to stop beeping. This is supposed to be a 10-year unit. We'll see about that. I think what happened to the other one is, what I didn't know is that some of these, that one was probably rated for 10 years too, now that I think about it. They don't like very, very cold or very temperatures or very high humidity. And I think last winter it got hammered with both. So note to self, if the boat's in winter storage and I'm not going to be running the engine or cooking or anything like that, if I'm hardly ever going to be aboard, take the damn thing off and bring it home or put it somewhere where it's protected from temperature and humidity. But I'm going to mount this today. I also got a real rigger's knife, a Davis rigger's knife for $15. These list for, I don't know, under 30, I think. You got a good blade. I don't think this guy ever used it. Got a good blade, not serrated, but that's all right. We got a wrench for dealing with cranky shackle pins. We got a really nice loop for a lanyard, and we got a marlin spike on this. I needed one of these desperately, so that was worth going to get. That same fella sold me, where is it? This LED lantern. It takes dry cells, it takes a bunch of D cells. So it's kind of heavy. I'm going to use it as an anchor light. I've already experimented with this. So lash the snap hook on here. I just hook it onto the inner forestay, get the Yankee halyard on it, and haul it halfway up. It's supposed to have long life on 4 batteries, so we'll see. I might get rechargeables for it and a little solar charger, or I will find what I've been looking for is a good antique one. Even if it's still set up for oil, I'm going to convert it to LED, put a cable on it, and I've already run wires to the deck line to have a disconnect up there so that I can just bring the anchor light on deck. It's even got its own switch. Plug it in, hoist it up, and it's even got its own switch, which is kind of overkill, but I didn't want an always hot plug above deck, you know. Yeah, I hoisted it the other night. I didn't go 2 miles away to see if I could see it, but I think it's going to be fine. Better than nothing. And this was $10. Good deal. And I ate breakfast late, but it's midday. I think I'm just going to take a little break and then finish cleaning and then probably throw some water on the deck. I have a painting project topside that I could start today, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe tomorrow. What's today? Friday? Sunday, I've got a walkthrough for another handyman project up in Bradley Beach. And I might go straight home from there. I don't know. I do have to go home. The grass in my back garden is probably 3 feet tall by now. I got a bunch of bills to pay and stuff like that. Got to empty the mailbox. And what else? Yeah, that's it. I think next week I'm trying to find the climbing gear I need used online, but not having much luck finding what I need in one place. But maybe next week I might even bite the bullet and go get new stuff. By the end of next week, I'd like to be up the mast again, dealing with paint and also mounting. Where did I put it? Mounting this, my steaming light, with a deck light built in. The plan is to, I got this last winter, the plan is to screw it to the mast. I know, you don't want to just make holes. I'm going to oversize the holes, fill them with epoxy, then drill them out and put in wood type screws, probably bronze or maybe stainless. There are more permanent ways to do it, but sometime early next year, I'm hoping to be putting the top mast back up. And the only place I can put this on the main, it will be in the way of running the top mast. up. So I'll have to take it off anyhow in a few months. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about that. I might even put some kind of rubber behind it, some kind of gasket. It's not made to go on a wooden mast, obviously. It's meant to go on a hollow mast of some kind, either wood or aluminum, usually an aluminum mast, and you fish all the cables through a hole. I'm going to have to come up the back of it, up to the house, and then over to the shrouds, and I'm going to dress it on the center shroud on the port side where I have my ratlins. So that'll be a little project. The bosun's chair will come in handy for that too, because I can get myself right in front of the mast. Boom. You'll see. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. I'm not that crazy. I can make it work. I love this knife. So cool.